YouTube, what up? We back. Back with another episode of the Some Money Spent Squad. As I'm making this recording, I do have to say that I am still in mourning because the Broncos didn't make the Super Bowl. Now, I could go on a rant about Sean Payton and his inability to, make the right decisions and the right choices. But if I did that, this video could go on for about 20, 30 minutes, and I don't think I want to do that. But what I do want to do is talk about what I want to do with the Some Money Spent Squad right now, because we are in this Super Bowl promo. So, the Bronco-less Super Bowl promo. But I'm gonna go off on a tangent. I'm gonna chill. One thing that I do want to do on this team, there's a couple of Broncos that I do want to add to the team. One that I would like to add would be John Elway, right? We have Bo Nix, so we don't necessarily need a quarterback. But John Elway does get some good discounts when you do get him. Now, the thing about Elway, they made it pretty hard to obtain him. And I'm not really a big fan of the way that they did this. Because if you come and take a look at everything, you can get him, you have to get his 92, and then you can upgrade him using a Super Bowl ring upgrade token. Yeah, which is, I could go ahead and buy this Elway, but in order to get him to be usable, I need to get an upgrade token. Well, this is no money spent, right? This is no money spent. So, one of the only ways that you can get the Super Bowl upgrade token is by paying for it. And yeah, we're not paying for it. We're not paying for any of these upgrade tokens or anything like that. We're not doing that. So yeah, like all of this stuff right here, we're not going to engage in. So if you get all the way to step 8, you get to unlock the Super Bowl ring upgrade token. Then, and only then, I would be able to get John Elway up to his 95, which we're not going to do that. So what we are going to do, we're going to take our time and we're going to grind out the fill pass, because if we get over here to, I believe, level 10? Yeah, if we get over here to this level, to level 10, we get to upgrade the Super Bowl ring upgrade token. So we'll have to grind out all of these objectives and all of this stuff in order to upgrade our John Elway. In the meantime, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to go ahead and try to add Steve Atwater onto the squad. Steve Atwater is pretty much one of the big reasons why I'm a Broncos fan. I used to live in Colorado, and when I got back from Colorado down here to Texas, there's a lot of stuff that people are able to do as far as like youth sports and stuff like that. And I wanted to play football. So I got drafted by the Broncos on my youth football team. Well, the only number that they had available was number 27. And it was this orange. It was this orange jersey. So I got to be number 27 on the Broncos, and they put me at free safety. Yeah, so I just automatically clung to, the Broncos after that. Because I was so young, I didn't really necessarily have a team. But when I got back from Colorado, it was all about the Broncos. So we're going to add him to the squad. He gets some pretty nice discounts. I might, if I get him, I might put on Enforcer Supreme. I might, I'm not for sure. He has 97 zone coverage. So I could put on, what is it? Deep Zone KO if I wanted to. With my scheme, that wouldn't necessarily be too bad. They do get their X Factors. They get unstoppable X Factors. So if I put Avalanche on him for 1 AP and I get at least 1 hit stick, or 2, if I put Homer on him. But 2 hit sticks, I'll be able to activate Avalanche. So I'm not for sure exactly what I'm gonna do. Momentum shift, Avalanche, run suffer, reinforcement, all that. I'll think about it. We did do a little investments over here, not a whole bunch. On my main squad, yes, we did a good amount of investments on my main squad. Over here, not too much. All of that I really did focus on over here was getting some of the undercards, which got a good amount of 82s, not a whole bunch, but just enough to try to make a little something when it comes to the sets, because I do know that, you know, you can make some coins by doing the set. So I got those for like about 1K and under, somewhere around there. Now, one thing that I think I'm going to try to focus on is over here in the Super Bowl event. But this is going to be a grind. So if you go over here to rewards, this bad boy takes 7 games. Now the games are pretty, I guess, short. So you cut your clock, but overall, it's going to take you, I want to say, 21 games to get the season 5 events player. 21 games. So this is definitely something that you're gonna want to like put on Netflix, something like that, and just grind it out. Now, if you made it this far, what I do need you to do is go ahead and press that like button and sub to your boy. I really need to start asking for subs. We're trying to get to 300 subs, and I keep forgetting to ask for subs. So yeah, go ahead, try to just, I mean, it's free, and you get to support a Broncos fan who's depressed right now because they're not in the Super Bowl. You know, maybe a little spoiled, but nonetheless, you know, support your boy. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing right there. Let's see. So yeah, so my 82s, I'll get to, you know, get over here, and I'll be able to get a little halfway to making a champion, to making my Steve Atwater. And that's about it. That's what we're going to be focusing on. I have a little stuff that I do need to sell in order to make some coins. One addition that we did make, I went ahead and added this Byron Murphy to my squad, because I do run a man type of defense. The playbook that I use is Vikings, and I like Vikings because there's a lot of different stuff that I can do in it. So right here, one of the good things that I like about Byron Murphy is that it gets discounted inside shade. And oh, looks like the servers are acting up. Okay, there we go. Thank you. So, oh yeah, I'll need to, they made a change on the AP. So now my freight train that I was using on Payton Hillis went up to 10 AP. I'm not for sure if I'm going to be using it, but I'll have to check that out. So yeah, gotta remove that. Maybe try to find something else to do, but I will have to reconfigure my offense. But yeah, on defense, the one change that we did make, we added Chris Harris Jr. and we added Byron Murphy. They both get inside shade. So what I like to do, add defensive rally on Bryant Young, and have max effort and double or nothing on Javon Curves. So what I like to do basically is just run inside shade, run a man type of defense, and just try to go to work and just try to alert and stuff like that. But I did say that I do run the Vikings defense, so there's a couple other things that I like to do. I like to run Hot Blitz 3 out of the one of the nickel packages, and I also like to run through the odd as a blitz package as well. So that's what I like to do, and that's why Chris Harris fit my squad, and so did Byron Murphy. So that's why I got him, and I used the spotlight token to get Byron Murphy, and I used the Super Bowl or the playoff vouchers to get Chris Harris. So those are 2 additions to add to the squad. But yeah, so the main thing I'm going to be doing is trying to get John Elway on the team and trying to get Steve Atwater on the team too. But yeah, so grind the field pass. That's what I'm basically going to be doing. Grinding the event. Get those stats, and that's about it. But yeah, so I'm not going to complain too much, but if you made it this far, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 300 subs. I appreciate all the love, all of it. But for right now, we're out. Broncos up. Peace.